Hello, how's everyone doing? This plant is getting in my way. I need to like figure out a way to maybe I don't know. Hello! We're gonna be talking about a lot of the UK today. Not really. It's just talking about I want to talk about Meghan and Harry. And also, I just saw on Twitter, like literally this second, Piers Morgan is leaving, what is it, Good Morning Britain or whatever. I mean, that's like good, but I mean, I bet he's just leaving to go somewhere else, you know? That like, it's like one of those things where the people, like in America where they leave and then they just go to Fox News or something. Yeah, someone just reported it. Or it's like the UK national news. Yo, Glitch, how are you? But yeah, it says Piers Morgan is leaving after receiving backlash for his controversial comments about Meghan Markle. Damn! Meghan and Harry taking shit down! Here's another platform to join. Does like UK not have like a Fox News equivalent? Oh, you're working. Alright. Hope you have a good time working, you know? Nope. Did you watch the interview? Yes, I watched the whole interview yesterday. Hold on, I have a toaster strudel here that I kind of burn. You can see a little bit of the black there. Yeah. That interview? The fact that... So I watched the interview and then I watched a little bit of like the after part where like... Not after part. Like the next day, Oprah went on and talked to Gayle King. Yeah, exactly. It's like one of those things. It's like... Where like it's not surprising, but like the fact that... I don't know, like... You don't actually get to hear those words out of like royals' mouths. It's always like hearsay, and like it's all obviously like you can see it in their actions, like their like racism and stuff. But like hearing an actual royal say like, "Yeah, we won't say who it is. We think it'll be, you know, detrimental," which I understand they're still trying to be like cordial to their family, even though, yeah, I bet you it was his dad. I bet you his dad sucks ass. Prince Philip, he sucks. I hate him. No, wait. I always forget their names even though Philip is the Queen's husband. Prince Charles, that's what it is. Jesus. Because he did say it wasn't his grandma or his grandpa. Like, or at least, he didn't say it in the interview. That was the thing that Oprah said in the next, when she went on Gayle King, she did say that Harry asked her to, like, specify to make sure people didn't think it was the Queen or Prince Philip. But I bet you it's Prince Charles. I bet you. He's a shitter. He sucks ass. And the fact that he was letting this happen after having experienced what happened with Diana, and then he just like, You have BBC, ITV, which he was on, Sky, and Channel 4, but that's the main ones. I don't think anyone will accept him. Damn. Maybe he'll go to Fox News. You think he would? Do you think Fox News will be like, this is our international correspondent? Can't believe they were concerned about the baby's skin color. Like, first of all, they care. Who cares? Yeah. Second of all, Meghan's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, exactly. She is bringing in some beauty into those genes. Those, like, very, incestuous genes. Yeah, no, I wouldn't put it past any of them, really. I don't know very much about, Andrew, right? It's all just like very basic names, so I'm just like, not Andrew. Andrew's the Duke of York. William, Jesus. I don't know much about him. Like, I haven't seen him in very many interviews or anything, but like, I feel like the family has just so many weird, like, you met Andrew years ago? Whoa. Who is he married? He's the second son of Queen. Okay. Yeah, Meghan is very light-skinned, but like, her mother is darker, but still, like, it shouldn't matter in this day and age, but, yeah, I mean, people say like, oh, well, Harry's fine with his, but Harry, you can see him balding a little bit, you know? He's just a little thinner at the top, but you know, Harry's still looking good though. I feel like when people start losing their hair, they should just shave it all off. Go Stanley Tucci. You know, Stanley Tucci, like, rocks it. You know, there are so many bald men who are just like, you're rocking it. Just take it all off at that point, you know? So then no one can tell how far back it's, you know, you just like, it's all gone. So no one, you know? Yo, Spiegel. A lot of people were simping after William in his younger days. Yeah. Him and Harry both were very attractive in their younger years. I mean, they're both, I wouldn't say Prince William is unattractive. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you see from here, it's not that different. Like, his face still looks pretty much the same, you know? Just older, you know? Can't afford to fix his hairline. I don't know if it's a matter of, I feel like it would look worse for them to try to fix it, you know? Like, I don't know. Ooh. But yeah, it's just crazy to me how, like, it's not only that they discussed the skin color, it was more that, like, they took away so many things that are just typical of what you should do for royals, and they were like, it's just, you know, and they wouldn't say it's because you're like half black or because you're gonna have a quarter black child, you know, like, they didn't say any of that, but like, that's what the undertones of a lot of this. I wish Oprah had just like asked, but she did ask late about the skin color thing. But like, specifically when they were talking about like, why do you think security got revoked or stuff like that, you know, like, I know Meghan and Harry weren't gonna outright say it was because she's black, but I feel like that was like the undertone of almost what they were kind of like insinuating, and obviously it's quite obvious, being like, let me tell you what is precedent, let me tell you what everyone else gets and what they did to us, so then you'll understand our perspective here. Saw someone say Harry is a good example of a guy being hotter just because his wife is. That's so true. Okay, they have pretty successful ways of restoring hairline permanently or semi-permanently anymore. Oh, really? I didn't know that. You totally should have pushed a bit more. I think like 90% of the issues were exacerbated because of. Oh yeah, I feel like Oprah was definitely holding back just a little bit because I think that she made it. They're friends, it seems, because Oprah was invited to their wedding, which I was like, oh, okay. And also she like lives down the street from them now or something is what they were saying. So I assume that they're friends and she didn't want to necessarily push their boundaries too much. And even though in the beginning she was like, she doesn't know what I'm asking, there's no topic that's off the table or whatever. Like, if you're friends with someone, you kind of probably know what things they would and wouldn't be wanting to talk about, and don't want to put them in an uncomfortable situation of being like, no, we're not going to talk about that. Pikachu shock face. Yeah. It is just crazy to me, like, when they pointed out, which I never really thought about before, but when they pointed out how important the Commonwealth is, granted, I don't know how important the Commonwealth is to everyone in the system, but I know for a fact that the Commonwealth is really important to the Queen. That, like, it's something that's, like, she is really, really proud of, and, like, the relationship she has through the Commonwealth and stuff, which is probably why, from Harry and Meghan, it seemed like the Queen was, like, one of the cool ones about it. But then at the same time, like, I guess, I don't know, a lot of my information's coming from just watching a lot of shows, is that the Queen, like, has certain abilities to be like, I don't care about precedent, this is my judgment call kind of thing, and I feel like if she really, really wanted to, then she was a true ally. She would have, like, made sure that shit didn't happen, you know? You know? Yeah. Like, they were saying there was 2 different things, but I'm like, then who's in charge of the country? Well, she's not in charge of the country, obviously, but ultimately in that system, the queen is really on top. Like, she is this end-all, be-all. Granted, I know that, like, she feels like a certain, like she feels like she needs to keep with tradition and stuff. There's, like, certain, like, unspoken pressures and stuff. But I got the vibes that almost the entire royal family is being held hostage by the people running the monarchy. You should probably know this. Nah, I don't think it's necessarily that you need to know it. There are plenty of people in the United States who don't know shit about how the government works. And, like, the queen doesn't even have anything to do with the actual government, so I don't think, not really. Maybe she can, like, she has some impact on, like, social issues and, like, obviously, like, charity and things like that, but... And, like, obviously some money goes to the monarchy, but... She doesn't have very much, like, political influence. Ultimately, it's the prime minister. Yeah. Prime minister and parliament is, like, obviously some hell of a lot. Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious because he was saying that, like, he felt like that Harry said he felt trapped, and I was like, I'm just curious in what way, like, who is there and why can't they say who it is? Like if it wasn't the royal family, then why can't you name the person, you know? Which is why it's even worse that they had to go through all this. Yeah, I'm curious if there's, like, I want to, like, maybe watch some YouTube videos about people who might know more about, like, the whole system of it all and, like, see what their perspective is and if they know who they might be, because it seemed like they were, like, talking about, like, even Meghan said it was, like, a person, and then when she would say a person, she'd be like, well, like, a few people, and I was like, no, I think you're just covering it. It's, like, one probably person, like, but I'm curious I'm so curious. I'm just not sure, like, because, like I said, all of my information and knowledge is basically from I've watched, like, a lot of shows and movies and stuff about the royals, but yeah, unless things have changed over the past few years, like, as the monarchy has gotten, like, less powerful because it's a monarchy and people don't really respect monarchies as much anymore because of democracy and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if, like, over the years they've had to give up some of their, like, the actual royals had to give up some of their power to stay relevant and stay, like, existing, you know, is what I am kind of thinking. Because I know a lot of people are against, the monarchy, and, like, they want to, like, get rid of the system in total. I don't really know what would happen to the queen and all of the royals at that point, but yeah, I just don't, that's my hunch, is that, like, over the years, like, even over the past, like, probably 20 years or something, like, they've just slowly lost power over their own lives and had to give more, I mean, obviously, because I feel like the people who were in charge of their lives before were themselves, or, like, the hot, like whoever, like, the king, queen, kind of, like, top senior members of the royal family were more in charge, and they've been very traditional for a long time. Yo, Wako, we're talking about royal family stuff from the UK because of the Harry and Meghan interview with Oprah. There are loyalists who worship them, but they bring in a lot to the economy normally, but there's no need to have them so much money drained in. Yeah, so that's what I've heard, is that, like, the main benefit of having the monarchy, to a degree, is that they bring in a lot of tourism, because people want to, like, that's part of the UK experience to a lot of foreigners, is like, oh, let's go to Buckingham Palace and, like, see that, and, like, even some other households and things like that. I don't really know what whenever I've gone, I've never done any of that. I've gone to a few old houses, but they're like open for the public now, so like it's not, I don't know. Maybe at one point, I'm sure like at one point many years ago, royal people lived there, or like some duke, duchess, whatever, you know? But yeah, it does seem like and also I know they do a lot of charity stuff. Thank you things. Trying to stay back here, you know? Honestly, you've wondered before if we have some kind of figurehead position in the US, if it would prevent us from electing people who shouldn't be president. What do you mean exactly? There's various summer homes, things. Yeah. Like, I know that they have a lot of houses, a lot of, like, I don't know. And even what, like, Meghan and Harry were saying is that, like, a lot of the need for, like, security was the fact that, like, they were the ones not suppressing the stories that would need them to have security, you know? And also, I mean, granted, I'm not a fan of necessarily censoring, but there's a matter of telling the truth and telling a lie. Did you have a war for independence to avoid that? Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have that, but, yeah. Wait, what was I gonna say? Shit. Shit, I can't remember what I was about to say. We had our own little elected royal family or something to create drama and entertainment for the masses so that people here didn't derive entertainment. Oh. I mean, we do kind of treat the president and their family as like a royal family. Yeah, I mean, that is what celebrities are, but like, I don't think it would prevent us from electing people who shouldn't be president. That's not how, I don't think that, because I feel like no matter what, if the president wanted to be in a, like, sensational position and be more of a celebrity, they easily could, more or less. And they used to not be as much before social media. Like, Obama was one of the first presidents that came up with social media and integrated social media into his, like, campaign and everything. And granted, obviously, all of the other presidents have been, to a degree, have some sort of celebrity-ish status. But I think that, like, Trump really, because he was already a reality TV star, it just fed into that, and I don't think it would have stopped him from being able to get elected. It's your own wishful thinking, but then we could elect Kanye, and it'd be like, whatever. I don't know. I mean, maybe some of the people who, like, just, like, vote on, like more the uninformed voter, maybe more that they could, that I don't know, but then that almost feels like a really easy way. I feel like that's a slippery slope. I don't really know what it would slippery slope into, but it feels like that would go bad and somehow in my brain. I haven't thought about it too much. Right, exactly. So, like, same with Joe Biden. Joe Biden is still doing bad shit. And I feel like them being celebrities, I don't know. It's just like, they're all doing bad things. And, like, to the people who like Trump had charisma. I don't agree with that. I don't think I did not find him charismatic. I found him to be absolutely revolting, but depends on what side of the aisle you're on, you know? People think Obama's revolting. They don't think he's charismatic. But because, I mean, like, Boris Johnson still got elected in the UK as Prime Minister. even with people like the royals, you know? So I think either way, monarchy is kind of silly, and you're glad we don't have one in the US because of exactly all the stuff with Meghan. Yeah. It's bad enough that we attacked like Obama and Michelle Obama and stuff, and they're like properly qualified. Like both of them are I mean, obviously not thinking of this bad stuff, but I'm saying like in terms of being president, and like he had all of the credentials, and like no one could actually say like, well, I mean they can say whatever they want, but in terms of like if you wrote down his resume, he was qualified for the job, you know? Whereas like I feel like if someone was just like, so you can only hate on him so much because he's actually smart, you know? Whereas if someone was just a figurehead, then like there's less because people are just like, you don't even deserve to be there, like what put you there, blah 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 blah. I don't know. Boris is Walmart Trump. Yeah, it is. I just don't know enough about like how much money the monarchy like gets, and how much that like in turn puts anything back into the economy, you know? But yeah, all of the royals have like their own houses and stuff like that, even though they have, I'm pretty sure, like 2 different palaces. They have a whole fucking palace, and they have like 5 different houses in different places. Everyone has their own thing, I'm pretty sure. It's just like, it's a lot. Also, one thing that they never talked about, I guess it's not necessarily relevant to the Oprah thing, but what about Camilla? What does she have to say about this? You know, because like I feel like Camilla played a big part in the whole Diana thing, so I want to know what her opinion is on all of this. Because I low-key, like, based off of what you read, it's hard to, or like what you watch, it's hard to tell how horrible of a person Camilla is. I think she's probably a horrible person. But, I mean, because how else would you fall in love with such, like, another horrible person, you know? Prince Charles. They're both horrible people. I'm quite certain of it. Can't imagine your taxes going to that? Yeah, exactly. Don't get me started on his approved scheme for free school meals being sent to households. Wait, is that bad? I feel like that's good. Oh wait, no, you sent this to me the other day, and it was really, really bad. It was all like the intention was good to a degree, but then the execution was absolute trash, right? I remember you sent pictures last time we talked about this. None of the royals have said anything as far as you know. Yeah, I don't think anyone has said anything. But it says Sarah Ferguson. I just looked it up. Sarah Ferguson, break silence. I don't even know who Sarah Ferguson is. Who's that? Oh no, I'm not clicking on this cookies thing on this random website. I don't want cookies from them. Anyway, also it's crazy that they literally cut him off all money and everything. Like, he was saying that he wouldn't have been able to survive if it wasn't for the money that his mom left him. And also Tyler Perry let them borrow one of his houses. I'm like, the fact that they had to do that, and they're like, they literally just like made their prince homeless with his child, who's the grandson or great-grandson of the queen. Just because, oh my god, it's deep when you let that shit happen, and it's like, really, it's only because of the skin color. Like, what else? Huh? I also know that they talked about the jealousy thing, which hinted, because they hinted at that Oprah was asking, because of when Meghan went on the Australian tour with like Harry and all that, then he was saying that it was a really stressful time because it like, they didn't like how good she was at the job. And then Oprah asked them specifically about The Crown, and they said they hadn't watched The Crown, but she mentioned like that with Diana, there was a bit of jealousy there, and she was asking if it was the same thing, and then they kind of like made a face, but they didn't really do like, I don't think they particularly commented on it. And the person who was jealous was Prince Charles. He was jealous of Diana because people loved Diana more than they liked him. And so like the fact that there was like the underlying tone of like some people were jealous and didn't like the fact that she was so good at it, and it was probably because of jealousy. And I'm like, who has a record of being jealous of people being a better royal than them and people actually liking them, huh? Maybe if you weren't such a shitter. Maybe if you weren't such a shitter, people would like you. 30 pounds of food to last for 10 days. It's like 8 sandwiches of single sliced cheese. Yeah. Wow, to me that people are so into the royal family drama. See, I like the shows, so like, but I don't keep up with all of it. I just like, I like to know, I like the shows, and I like Princess Diana. You know, I might have a Princess Diana little jewelry box right here in front of me. Granted, I did not buy this. This was, I found this at at like, I got it for free either way. I'm a Princess Diana jewelry box. Used to have play music too, but I took out that because that was annoying as fuck. Maybe if you weren't such a shitter. Should be the #1 motto that we apply to anyone visible on TV. Yeah, seriously. The press is a huge reason it's such a burden to even be in the royal family. But it's not even that. It's that, so the what really blew my mind about the interview is I didn't know that the royals had such a close relationship with the tabloids in terms of like an actual friendly relationship. Like I knew that the tabloids, like they could shut that shit down if like like stuff was coming out that they didn't want to come out. But I didn't know that they literally are like, they have an agreement with them of like, we'll host parties for you and all that kind of stuff. And we have to like basically like schmooze the people in charge so that they don't talk shit about you. Like, I literally had never heard about that. And I don't know if that was like really like public knowledge before this or what. Like, I just hadn't heard about that. You remember when they were reporting that William was cheating on Kate? No, I don't. And then it went away, but like, poof. I mean, it might have been true. No. But like, yeah, it's just like the royal family can shut shit down real quick if they wanted to. And then they just didn't. Because like they know how to make it so whether they're a burden or not, you know? Or at least the royalness of it all will be a burden on the people. And they care about the people who are directly, well, not even necessarily people who are directly in line, but... With Epstein? Oh, yeah! That one, was that Prince Philip that all that information was out about? Or... was it Prince Andrew? Who was it that had a bunch of stuff about like pedophilia and things? Prince Andrew. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's just like one of the second son. So he's technically, he's not second in line anymore now that he has sons, right? Now that Prince Charles has sons, like he would probably be like farther down. I don't really know how it all works. Rupert Murdoch stuff. This thing is, there's so many things that happened so like maybe just a year or two ago, but it feels like forever and I don't even remember. I don't remember very much about the Murdoch stuff. Was he a part of all of the Me Too stuff, I think? He owns... oh yeah, he owns Fox News, right? Queen Charles... William. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure if Andrew, if he's the second son of Queen Elizabeth, like if where he is along. I assumed that that's how it was, but I wasn't sure if Andrew is like next or if that baby's in front of him, like William's boy. I don't like how many people gotta die for him. Not that, and that's not really a thing anymore. Like, people aren't out here killing other people to get power anymore because they don't really have power, you know? Yeah, I know. She's holding out. She's like, you're a racist motherfucker. I'm gonna stay alive for as long as I can. Cause you're gonna ruin it. You're gonna bring this ship down with you. How old is Prince Charles? 72. How old is the Queen? 94. Any day now. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I feel like she genuinely thinks that maybe Prince Charles would ruin the monarchy. Yeah. Prince Philip looks like he's about to croak. He's literally like, he looks incredibly sickly. He's about the same age as your grandma was. Yeah, I feel like did the royals usually live this long? Long live the queen. She's like, oh yeah, no, I got you. Yeah. So, let me show you guys. Looking at here. This motherfucker. He looks racist. Camilla? No. Oh, he tested positive? When was that? Ooh, ignores question on Meghan interview. Let's see here. Oh, no thanks. No thanks. Yeah, I know. They are very good. Okay, that's another thing that we're talking about. If we want to talk about suppression of information, the fact that like the Prince Charles and Camilla were like together for pretty much all of the time Diana was with him, and then like it seemed like it was never out in the news and only Diana got the bad shit. Like everyone was like, oh, Diana's cheating on the prince, Diana this, Diana that. It's like when none of the tabloids talked about how he was cheating on her and manipulating her and making her feel like super shit, so then she would then cheat on him, and then that would be an excuse for him to divorce her so he could marry Camilla. Like, and then him and Camilla just waited like 5 years, and then they're like, now we can get married, even though they've been together since they were like 18 or something. Well, no, it's not because of that. I think it's because of the suppression of it. They didn't want people to talk about it, so then they just kind of were like, because Camilla is the reason. I'm not saying the reason why Diana might have died, but it was like a snowball effect, you know? If Camilla had just been like, Charles, we're not together, I'm not seeing you anymore, none of that, then maybe he would have loved Diana more and then actually cared about her and cared about her well-being, and then they wouldn't have gotten divorced through the whole thing, you know? I'm just saying, if Camilla wasn't in the picture, then maybe Diana still would have been here. Maybe. Who knows? But maybe. I hope a lot of things get better in the next 30 years, because I feel like you can look at any old white man and think, he looks racist. That's true. I mean, things are changing very slowly, but I don't know about 30 years. We gotta see. Yeah, I'm excited for everyone who's like in charge now to start dying. Like Mitch McConnell dying, great day, you know. But technically there are still young people willing to jump in their shoes, you know, like a Ted Cruz fucker, Marjorie Taylor, whatever the fuck is her name, from Georgia, that I don't like. I'm ashamed that she's from this fucking state. she's young. Like, there's lots of ripe racists, you know? Ripe, I say young, but young in terms of political office. Like, you can be like 45, 50, and you're like a youngin' over there, okay? Like, AOC and them are babies. Do you think millennial and Gen Z? Yeah, I think that a larger percentage of us, like every generation, I feel like a larger percent of, very slowly, more and more percentage of us is like less shitty, you know? That's how I feel, but maybe it's also because I'm in my bubble. Because you have to be aware of all the systematic issues and subconscious biases you've learned from your environment so you can unlearn them. Yeah, and I feel like the previous generations did like kind of try to sweep that under the rug, and whereas like our generations are trying to talk about it a little bit more so people are actually aware. The vegan teacher. I don't even know who that is. The vegan teacher. Never seen this woman in my life. Elementary school teacher and vegan advocate. She posts educational and videos on activism and veganism on social media, garnering millions of garbage human being. Oh no. Then in true, you're just hoping you look like a kindly old fella and not like, you know, you're dead. hopefully it, you know, some stuff will change and people will think better of it. You think boomers are aware of it, but I think a lot of white boomers also thought that racism was solved. Yeah, like even with like my dad and stuff, obviously like my dad and my mom are liberal, but they still like, there was a lot that they seemed to like think was solved. I don't know, like they just weren't, I don't know if they were turning the other way or like what, but there seemed to be a lot that they like either didn't quite think very hard about, you know, or maybe they just weren't like actively looking, like trying to learn more, and that alone can leave you in the dark. It's just like you just hear about something and you're like, all right, yeah, I guess, but you don't actually look into like the reasonings behind them. Like you can't, it's harder to vote on and be on the right side and stuff, you know? Like one, there we go. Ready to fix these things, don't question us. Yeah, or I feel like, but also, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people like lose hope or lose steam the older they get, which is understandable, but also, and it's like way harder when you start like having kids and you start like having to support them, and then we're, you know, there's like all these things, and then it just becomes, to them it's like less important, even if they are aware, that like kind of goes to the back burner because they're like, you know, I gotta get this shit figured out. And then like the longer you live and the longer you see things not change, then obviously you start to lose like hope and you don't try as hard. So maybe people who used to, like my mom told me that when she was young, she used to go to like protests and things in Brazil, and I was like, what? Because you never done shit like that here, you know? Like, it's just interesting to me because that's just not how she is now. I don't want to be like that. I know that, like, one thing, I was just listening to a podcast. It's really good. It's called, there's a person I like called Michaela Loach online and everything. She has a podcast called the Yikes Podcast. She's Instagram, Twitter is all real great. And there, where is it? The Good Ancestor Podcast. I think it was the most recent episode with Michaela Loach, episode 47. And she talks about how when she steps away from being like in the movement, so like any movement, if she's like kind of like at least semi staying active, like doing things, she's specifically in like more of the environmental movement, but that's when she is able to keep hope, even though like you'd think that being active and then constantly getting beaten down would make you lose hope, but you're surrounded by people who are still passionate, so it keeps your hope alive. Whereas when you step back from it, the longer you step away from it, the more hopeless you feel. And then she also mentioned, she said something that I was like, what I didn't really think about before, but like basically being hopeless and doing nothing is the same as someone who is in denial and just saying it, you know, like it's you're on the same level pretty much. Like, and I was like, fuck, you're so right. Like if you're sitting there so jaded by it, so like not overwhelmed, but like obviously for your like whole life, like it's obviously okay to step back for a little bit for like mental health reasons or whatever, but like you are then at the same level as someone who you probably hate because they're just fully denying it. They don't want it to be real. Yeah, they're both passive. At the end of the day, they're both the same, like, amount of effort you're putting towards it. And I was like, just like never thought about it that way. And I was like, damn, you were right. So I really recommend that podcast. Good Ancestor podcast episode with Michaela Loach. I think it's the most recent one. You think our generation will probably have a longer time being activists because there's a lot of millennials who aren't having kids? That's true. We are an aging population here in the United States because the government does not want to help us, you know, survive. So then none of us feel all right to have kids because we don't got the money to have a house. And how can I freaking afford a child? It's called the Good Ancestor podcast. I'll show you here on my phone. Oops. I don't want to click on it or else it's going to start playing it. Good Ancestor podcast, episode 47 with Michaela Loach. I'm not done. I'm like literally like 10 minutes left on it or something. It's a very, very good episode. I haven't listened to the other episodes of the Good Ancestor because I only heard about it because Michaela Loach was on it, but I really, really enjoyed the conversation they had. It was very, very good. How about listening to podcasts? I listen to podcasts when I'm doing other stuff most of the time. So when I'm doing the dishes in the morning, when I'm like gardening, when I'm like doing that stuff, then that's when I listen to them. That's my podcast time. I thought the millennials were to blame for the declining population. Yeah. It's not the old people who are in government who don't want to give us the living wage. Whoa. I got avocado, vegan cheese, vegan deli slice that's supposed to be, I think, turkey-like? Not sure. Don't really care. And spinach. I know a lot more millennials would have kids if boomers made society. Yeah, like, I know a lot of people who, like, even me, who the reason why they are afraid or don't want to have kids is obviously, one, because it's expensive. Two, because the world is so grim. They are afraid of bringing children into this world knowing that the future might be worse off. Like, no one's doing anything about climate change, so why would you bring a child into this life if you're like, I am literally sending them to their doom, okay? And also, like, because it's expensive, I can't even afford to freaking, like, buy a house. Why would I be able to afford a kid? Because kids are expensive as hell. You said you only see spinach usually when it's on a sub. Guac on a sandwich is delicious. Yeah. Sub, yeah, same thing. Literally couldn't afford a kid even if you wanted one, and not to mention the world doesn't look too great bringing life. Yeah, exactly. I'm always on the fence about kids. Always. Like, part of me feels like almost a responsibility because, like, to me, obviously, I'm biased to myself, but, like, I'm one of the good ones. if I bring a child into this world, then I can raise them to be someone who is knowledgeable, who is like possibly passionate, you know, like to change and to do good things in the world. And I want, and then whereas like there are other people who are just ignorant of the whole thing, who are just like mindlessly having kids, like whatever, like, and those are the people who are not thinking about it as much, are the people who are usually like not necessarily the best people, you know? Not saying that everyone who has kids is mindless, but I'm just saying, you know, like there tends to be a Venn diagram a lot of times of people who have like a lot of kids and people who are a little more ignorant in terms of like a lot of like like Christians and all that kind of stuff, like the intense Christians that aren't, you know, very nice. So that's like my only thing is like, I'm like, if I raise kids, then I can raise some good ones, you know? And I want, and not enough of the people that I know that are good are having kids because they have the same feelings that I do, you know? Remember the Earth and WALL-E? That's what the world's headed to. Granted, WALL-E world looked kind of fun, but except not the actual Earth, but like living in the spaceship seemed fun, except for the fact that, you know, everyone got like it, like so their bone loss was so insane. But I mean, like I'm sure in the beginning it was real fun having the pools and all kinds of stuff, but that requires like that. Okay, WALL-E, that ship was like, what? That's like communism, right? Or socialism? Like what? Right? No one seemed to have jobs. They just got what they wanted. They could do whatever they wanted. Not that saying that's how socialism is, but I'm just saying like there seemed to be like rations to a degree, but of sodas, I don't know. You said you saw something the other day about how the best thing you can do for the environment is to not have kids, and you were like, huh, interesting. That also feels very propaganda-y. Like, you know, like the oil companies trying to like put it on like make people feel like they have to recycle. It feels like that kind of thing. Like if you're worried about the environment, don't have kids. The best thing you can do is not have kids. And I'm like, who's telling me to do this, huh? Huh? Who are you, huh? Are you sure about that? You know? That's how I feel about it. When intelligent are all too afraid to have kids because the future looks bleak, all that leaves is ignorant populace having 3 to 4 kids and leaving the future generations dumber. Yeah. Like Idiocracy, the movie. Is there a movie called Idiocracy? The 2 people you know from your school age with the most kids are both bad conspiracy theorists. See? Oh, it was so ahead of its time. I have not. Let me look that up. Also, I know that no one comes to my movie nights in my Discord, but I forgot the movie night this week. Idiocracy. Comedy sci-fi. Hopefully their kids realize that their parents are like that. Yeah, I mean, that's what I feel like is happening to a lot of Gen Z, is that social media is like, thankfully social media exists because it allows children to have access to information that possibly their parents would have sheltered them from because it was opposing. And now there's more opportunity for kids to learn opposing like opinions of their parents and of what the like culture and society that they live in. So I think that that's a big positive of social media, is that it is possibly making more kids woke and then confronting their parents about it. So kids aren't bad for the environment when 60% of the climate change comes from the 1%. Yeah. It's literally like, it's really not a big deal. And like overpopulation is a myth. Overpopulation is a myth that people like to tell you, especially because our population, especially in the United States, is going down, not up. So like, it's not gonna happen. I mean, I know that like in other countries, population's going up, but like, people gotta put responsibility where it is. Overpopulation was the thing, we'd already be screwed. Exactly. It's because we're wasting all of our resources on, and like by just throwing half of it away or a third of it away, or just utilizing the earth in a really ineffective, non-sustainable way, so then it makes it worse for people. Yeah, it's like, it's all the upper echelon's fault, okay? It's not our fault for having kids. It's their fault for taking advantage of the fucking systems. And taking advantage of people. Movie nights, yeah, I understand I do it kind of late at night for you. But I like watching movies at night. But I was getting it. This weekend, I'll tell you, I still haven't gotten around to telling you guys what I did this weekend. For the past, since I streamed. Streaming twice a week really makes it feel like forever since the last time I streamed. Which is kind of like a good thing for me, because that's usually when I feel like, oh, I miss streaming, you know? We have our shitty healthcare to thank for that. Yeah, also, yeah, with healthcare, also, like, black women have, like, what is it? How, is it 1 in 5 black women or something have a chance of dying in childbirth in the United States? It's like, almost like, once again, almost like trying to encourage black people to not have kids. And like just people of color, because it's also the same thing with like Native American people and like Latino women. Like they also have worse mortality. Is it called mortality rates? Whatever, childbirthing death rates than white women. Is this a conspiracy? I don't know, but I'm just saying. Climate change knocked our population down just a little bit more. Exactly. It's a distribution of resources problem at this point, right? More like the distribution of wealth, yeah. Saw your Scarlet Witch cosplay? Oh, thank you! Yeah, let me share that with you guys. I made that in like less than 24 hours because I'm nuts. But it's okay. That's usually actually how I did a lot of my cosplays. It's nothing new to me. Worldwide, we produce enough food to feed everyone, and yet, yeah. Because also, so much of the food that we produce goes to our meat. That's the link to the cosplay on Instagram. I did post it on Twitter too, but. And also for some reason Instagram and when I do the like multiple photos thing, it always makes my last photo black. The past like 2 posts I've done have done that to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways. Our healthcare for our mothers post-birth, and yeah, that too, like. There was, oh my god, I learned something the other day. I didn't look too much further into it, but I don't put it past us. That there's a woman who lost her baby, like, pretty far into, like, into pregnancy, and she was, like, fully planning on having it and everything like that. And then she had, like, an immense amount of bills to pay, because, like, her healthcare would only cover all of the child, like, care or child, like the healthcare stuff related to her being pregnant if she has the kid. Like once the kid is like, but since she was not pregnant anymore, then she had to pay the bills, and like the healthcare didn't want to pay for it because she was no longer pregnant. And I'm like, excuse me? So no. Personally found a theory Discord. Yeah, I posted it on. I try to make sure I post my my cosplay stuff on my Discord too. If you're interested in the issues surrounding birth and pregnancy, there's a really good Vox docu-series. Ooh. There are a few Vox things that I have like put on my list on Netflix, but I haven't been in a documentary mood in a while. Like I usually get like a day or two that I'm like, I'm gonna watch like 4 documentaries, and then I'm like, okay, that was good. Whew. And then I like leave documentaries. I mean, obviously I watch like little docu-series usually on YouTube and stuff, but usually on Netflix, I'm always like, do I want to watch this? But Vox always makes good stuff. Took you literally 2 months to build your son's house. okay, but like this is, I have a lot of experience making costumes in very short periods of time. I would say maybe at least a third of all of the cosplays I made have been made within a 1 to 2 day period because I do not know how to manage my time. And I have friends that peer pressure me into, and also me, obviously, I'm, because I want to have fun with my friends, then I do dumb stuff, and I've made lots of very, very, very last minute cosplays for conventions. And most conventions, when I go into the first day of a convention, I'm coming off of like 48 hours no sleep. Or at least 48 hours, like maybe 2 hours of sleep. So I have trained, okay? I've trained myself, so. See, 2 weeks early, much better than me. I have never made any cosplays early, ever, so. That your coworker's baby was born prematurely and they had to do some kind of rush procedure after the birth and the anesthesiologist wasn't covered under their insurance, so they had to pay out of pocket. Their insurance was like, you should have called in prior to check with us. Ah, yes, my baby is dying. Hold on, let me check with my insurance company to make sure it's okay that I save my child's life. Or my life, depending, because with preemie babies, I'm pretty sure it can go either way very quickly. I was literally getting dressed for work when your wife called saying she was going into labor. Yeah. You can't plan. That's like the whole thing with babies. You can't plan them. Well, you plan, but you can't plan like they come out when they want to come out. I hate America. Sometimes I really am like, I wish I wasn't born here. I really wish. Like, I know a lot of people want to come to the United States for like the American dream and stuff, but I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is the word. Like, it's like, it's almost worse being in a country knowing that the country is capable of caring for you and actively choosing not to than it is to be in a country that you might not be getting all of your needs met, but it's because the country literally is incapable of meeting those needs, you know? Like, it's almost worse. I mean, your son was planned, not a happy accident, like a lot of kids. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's, like, but even with, like, when you plan to have a child, like, you don't know when it's happening exactly. You have, like, an idea of, like, maybe in this month. But maybe it could be the month before that. Maybe 2 months before that. Who knows? Other country systems aren't perfect, but wow, are they better than what we have? Yeah. United States sucks. If it wasn't for your family, do you have left to Canada? I don't even know. I could never go to Canada because I don't like the cold, but... It's so bad. Your second son, we had a bunch of unexpected heart issues that got caught very late. Yeah, like there's just so much involved in like childbirth that can like, and it's just so ridiculous that it's like cost so much to have a child in this country. Like part of me is like, I want to intentionally have my child in another country. Like, can you, like, how does that work? Will they still it just stuff costs less. So if I accidentally have my child in Canada, how does that work? You know? Can you do that? Can I accidentally have my kid in Canada? Canada or the UK just for healthcare alone? More so for better wages. Yeah. Yeah, I know that there are people who do that for US, for sure. Not sure how it works in other places. Yeah, I know that. I know people who've done that. We went for a checkup 2 weeks before his due date on a Friday, and the doctor checked your wife and said, yeah, you aren't going home. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so like stuff happens so quick with babies. It's nuts. I mean, just in general, that's how health works. Like one day you think you're fine and then something happens and then you're like, wait, this is what, like, that happens very regularly. Not only with babies, but like it's obviously babies haven't, The fact that insurance companies can be like, you have to, why didn't you contact us about this? It's like, I'm sorry, I was worried for my life? Not sure. Now we're in a city 2 hours from home and for the child's hospitals and specialty hospitals for your wife. So you had to check her in and leave her to go home and pack our bags. Yeah. It's a whirlwind. Whirlwind. Anyways, I'm gonna look at this trailer for the Idiocracy. Hold on. I'm gonna turn down the YouTube video. Not YouTube. Oh, it is YouTube. The video, the music that I listen to is from. Oop. Oops. I accidentally pressed next. Truman Show.
The 21st century began. As the 21st century began, human evolution was at a turning point.
No way. You
Natural
think they'll do
selection,
DMCA
the
over
process by
a
which
trailer?
The strongest, the smartest, the fastest
Because the trailer
reproduced
has
in
like
greater
lots of
numbers
other
than
like
the rest,
noises
a
and it's like
process which had
speaking.
once
I'll try and
favored the
speak over
noblest
it, you know?
traits of man, now
As much
began
as I
to
can.
favor
Nah.
different traits.
Usually they
Most
talk
science
over
fiction
the
of day
music.
predicted a future that was more civilized and more intelligent. But as
Sure, you
time went
never know.
on, things seemed to be heading in the opposite direction, a dumbing down. How did this happen? Evolution does not necessarily reward
guys can't even see
intelligence.
the little
With no
captions on
natural
this.
predators to thin the herd, it began to simply reward those
That's
who
true.
reproduced the most and left the intelligent to become an endangered species.
This is a trailer
kids
for a movie that's apparently good. Funny.
Is such an important decision.
We're just waiting for the right time. It's not something you want to rush into, obviously.
No way.
Oh shit, I'm pregnant again!
Shit! I got too many damn kids. Thought you was on the pill or some shit.
Hell no!
Must have been thinking of Brittany.
Brittany! No, you didn't! What? There's no way we could have a child now. Not with the market the way it is, no.
God, no, that just wouldn't make any sense.
This is literally exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, there must be something he likes over here.
You mean nothing to me, baby? Oh, shit. It wasn't me! It wasn't me!
Well, we finally decided to have children, and I'm not pointing fingers, but it's not going well.
And this is helping.
I'm just saying that before I have in vitro, maybe you should be willing to...
It's always me, right?
Well, it's not my sperm count.
Yeah! I'm gonna fuck all y'all! That's my boy!
Oh,
Cleavon is lucky to be alive. He attempted to jump a jet ski from a lake into a swimming pool and impaled his crotch on an iron gate. But thanks to recent advances in stem cell research and the fine work of Doctors Krinsky and Altschuler, Cleavon should regain full reproductive function.
Put your hands off my junk!
Unfortunately, Trevor passed away from a heart attack while masturbating to produce sperm for artificial insemination.
oh my god.
But I have some eggs frozen, so just as soon as the right guy comes along, you know.
And so it went for generations, although few, if any, seemed to notice.
At the dawn of the 21st century,
to start
the Army
over?
began a top
Oh,
secret
just showing
experiment.
two of them?
Meet Joe Bowers, our first subject for the human hibernation experiment. As you know, this is highly classified. However, if successful, we believe
Yeah. It's definitely something that probably has, it's very easily like, will have issues, but I understand where they're coming from. This is exactly what we were talking about. Which is like, to a degree, like I said, why I almost feel like I have a responsibility. Oh wait, that was actually more of the trailer? I thought it was just like, oops. I thought it was just like watching, like, I thought it had two
As the
trailers or
21st
something. Oops.
century began,
we believe humans can be experiment. As you know, this is highly classified. However, if successful, we believe humans can be stored indefinitely.
However, the trial run was prone to human error.
See you in a year.
And Joe slept slightly longer than expected. Half a
Oh, so
millennium,
just
to be exact.
showing how dumb
From
people
Mike
are.
Judge, creator of Office Space and Beavis and Butthead.
Oh my God! Oh.
If you were the
This is
smartest
Futurama.
person in the world,
This goes in your mouth. This one goes in your butt.
Except not the smartest person in
Hang
the
on a
world.
second. This one goes in your mouth.
and we're stuck with the dumbest people in history,
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
2? What would you do?
Excuse me, I'm actually supposed to be getting out of prison.
You're in the wrong line.
I'm the smartest guy in the world? Says who?
The IQ test you took in prison. You got the highest score in history.
Even smarter than President Camacho.
Oh no.
In the year 2505,
we got this guy. He's gonna fix everything. So you smart, huh?
the ordinary will be considered extraordinary.
I thought your head would be bigger.
Idiocracy.
For the smartest guy in the world, you're pretty dumb sometimes.
Okay. It's like Futurama, but if people were even dumber. There were no smart people. And the actual person who came to the future wasn't dumb themselves. I want to rewatch Futurama. I used to watch Futurama all the time. They're running out of food because they forgot how to grow crops. Oh my god. I could imagine that if there was like kind of like in WALL-E where they had like a system that created all the food for them, like with like all machine based, so no one ever had to learn how, or like learn about crops and stuff. But I assume that like people are too curious for that to ever happen. But obviously it's a movie, it's supposed to be like, but I understand where it's coming from. Remember seeing that trailer? You think you showed it to Molly to add her watch list? Yeah, maybe we could watch that movie on the movie club. Let's see. A movie. I don't know what I'll call whatever movie night thing I do on Discord. Can I watch that Idiocracy? Where can I watch it? Of course, it's not in any of the things. I have to pay for it no matter where it is. God damn. Alright. We've been talking for a long time. I'm going to play some of The Witcher. I forgot to mention I am probably going to be ending stream just a little earlier today. I'm going to go ending it at 6 instead of 7 because one of our friends is down from Washington, D.C. and we are having a socially distant outdoor eating thing with him. So that's at like a little after 6, so gotta be done. I'm so glad the weather has gotten nice again because now I can like do that again, because we used to do that in like last summer. We would, because we have a nice outdoor area in our yard, then we were able to like have like friends over to, you know, like on the outside and be safe about it, you know? Be outdoors. Go. All right.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts. The druid Ermion,
For what?
however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods.
Oh.
So Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Kraken,
Okay.
who helped
I'll
break
wait for them
down
to finish
the
this little
Druid's resolve.
cutscene real quick. Okay. We gotta find... Thing is, now with the dancing thing, I don't know what I can play and what I can't play, you know, in terms of, like, DMCA stuff. But I want to just play songs that I know, that I like, you know? Ooh, Anthony Padilla put up a video saying, I spent a day with conversion therapy survivors. I'm gonna put that up so I can watch that a little later. Let's see here. Communes? Oh, I'm gonna have anytime I go up on my YouTube, like my YouTube recommendations have been pretty spot on lately. Yeah. Let's see here. I know the music I play on the beginning of or the end of my stream, it's safe because that's like copyright free music, but ooh, maybe we can do the Ghost Choir song. See here. This is a short one. I don't know it very well, this song, but I know it's cute. I really like this dress. That's the Ghost Choir by Louis Zong. Here's a video for it. Such elegance, such grace. She is Miss United States. That's from Miss Congeniality. Hello, Martinez. Yeah, this dress, I got it from a secondhand something. Like all my clothes, pretty much. This is one of my favorite dresses because I don't have to wear a bra with it, so that's nice. And then also it's like, it's just super comfy. It's like a really nice length. It's got a little slit on it on the side. I love little dresses with little slits on the side. It's great. It's great. Yo, Diggler dude, how are you? Okay. I think what I was doing was just, I started doing more mappy thing. That's just always what I've been doing. She goes braless, you're so jealous. That is the benefit of having, like, you know, little boobies a little on the smaller side. I used to, obviously, like, because, like, the patriarchy makes women feel bad about having small breasts. You know, when I was younger, I used to hate it. But as I grew older, I was like, wait, why would I? Oh, don't come after me. What are you? Oh, harpies. These are all over the place here. Nothing wrong with it. Love finding nice clothes to add to your closet from thrift stores. Yeah, I pretty much exclusively buy from secondhand stuff for the past, like, probably 5 years of my life. I'd say. But that's mainly because I have the time, and also I find a lot of joy in like rummaging through thrift stores and rummaging through like Depop and stuff. The only exception to that is like sometimes I get like anime shirts or something. Those are probably the only exceptions. If something is like a limited edition or like it's really cute, like it's just anime stuff usually, or video game stuff, you know. Those are the only exceptions. Oh, there's Neckers. Did you want a reduction eventually? Yeah. I know that that's a lot of women wish that they could. And also, once again, I just always think like, if we were men, we'd probably be able to be covered under like insurance and all that kind of stuff. I guess I don't know to the degree if it's covered under insurance now, because it might be if it like is giving you back issues or whatever, you know. But like men can get like Viagra and all kinds of stuff under insurance. It's like, that's really not necessary. But remember, there was a time you legit hated going to thrift stores for clothes, but now you love it, especially if you can find nice dress shirts. Yeah. You're not keen on spending 30 plus for one at Macy's or something. Yeah, I understand that like the thrift store is not accessible or easy for everyone, but I feel like for those that can, I think it's really nice when you have the time and have the, you know, a body that works for a lot of thrifted clothes, because that's the issue a lot of the time is that I know a lot of larger people have issues finding stuff for themselves at the thrift store, and then also like people who don't necessarily have time, because it does take a time to look through stuff at the thrift store. So also, yeah, skill. If you wanna get stuff that doesn't quite fit you, then like sewing, you have to learn that skill if you didn't already. So if you were good at sewing and modifying things like you are, you'd probably be much more inclined. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have a hell of a time finding clothes. Yeah, it's so weird. Not weird. Like I guess maybe I just don't know why there's such a discrepancy. Part of me thinks that like more like tinier people are, since they're targeted to more by marketing, then maybe they inherently buy more clothes because the like everything around them is telling them that they look good and everything, so they want to buy everything. So then because I feel like I like easily find stuff that's obviously my size because I'm fairly small. I just haven't thought about that really, that how like it might be because I don't know. Also, I know that when people like a lot like more plus size people, if they find clothes that really fits them, then they obviously probably keep it longer than people who are smaller, who are able to find a lot of stuff that's able to fit them, you know? It's either too big or too small. Yeah, I do end up, especially if it's like pants or something, then a lot of times it's too big. But yeah, sewing really does help. I mean, granted, I have a lot of stuff that I always say I'm gonna fix and gonna do, and I haven't yet. But that's kind of one of my goals this year, is to like do more sewing for myself, at like in terms of everyday clothing, rather than like sewing only cosplay stuff for myself, which is what I've been doing. So not even large, like you're yeah, okay, I saw that. I think because you're a very average size, most clothes go quickly. Oh, right. Like even at regular stores and stuff, it's harder to find your size. And you'd think that they would know that and just buy more of that stock, you know? It's so weird. So not shocking that it would translate to secondhand too. Yeah. Like, honestly, things like Depop I think are really great, which is like the secondhand. Wait, I was gonna go here. Secondhand, like, I need to go a little bit further. secondhand apps and stuff, because a lot of times if I know that I've seen something that I really liked from maybe Forever 21 or like H&M or something like that, then you can like specifically look for your size. You can specifically like because people are so like bad about their fast fashion habits. A lot of the time, if you know you like something from Urban Outfitters or whatever, if you look for it like kind of regularly enough, then you'll probably find it eventually on Depop, because people like are always buying and selling that kind of shit. And also because like you can specifically choose like, hey, I want to look for this size, then like it's really helpful and less like time wasting. Granted, like because you can't try it on, and sometimes it's like maybe a little iffy because you're like, I don't know if this will fit or whatever, but sometimes the same stuff goes with the thrift store anyways, because a lot of times you can't buy stuff or you can't try stuff on at thrift stores. Hello? Bird? Come on. Look at all these chicken noises. I assume this is something I hadn't gotten a contract yet. You've had good lucks on those sites, both buying and selling. Yeah. I do definitely. One thing that I need to really do is I need to put some stuff for sale on those, on like Depop and stuff, because I have a lot of stuff. That wasn't what I needed to look up for. Okay. Because because I keep things and being like, oh, I can sell this. But I like never take the time to actually do it, because it does take a decent bit of time to like take proper pictures and put it up for sale, and then like maybe even correspond with people who might want to buy it. Monster Den. Hello. They're just annoying. They always come in so many. Oh, and then also like they always sneak up behind me somehow. Oh, see, where the fuck did that one even come from? I swear they had all been gone. They all died. You thought about making a store where you could kind of curate secondhand finds? Yeah, I have thought about that. Like, recently, because the issue is, the issue with being like informed is that you know when like maybe you're doing something like slightly, like you can't just like put something out of your conscience. And like a lot of people have talked about online where like there's like the gentrification of thrifting, essentially, where people are taking good stuff from people who need it in thrift stores and then selling it for more money. But then, and so that's how I had been feeling about it for a while, is that I felt bad like taking it, even though that like there is there's like a shitload of clothes at the thrift store that goes to the trash. And it's like hard to actually like, when there's so much, it's hard to like actually deplete that resource, because there's just, people are getting rid of so much shit. But also, I recently watched another video from like a YouTuber I really like, who she was actually gave like a opposing kind of view about it, where when you're like lower middle class doing that, then you're not taking away from like you're not, it's not the same as gentrifying and like really rich people getting the money, you know, like, and like people who can, it's not the same as gentrifying a neighborhood, you know, where like people who can invest in like real estate and make businesses and all that kind of stuff, like those people aren't the ones gentrifying. It's like other people who are struggling, usually with money, you know. It's not like I'm rich as fuck selling fun things on Depop. Like, I'm elevating a good cause, helping more people avoid fast fashion. Yeah, and I've also like talked with people where I feel like if I like, because one thing that I've seen from, I can't go up here, what the heck? Wait, but that has a white on it. Usually when something has white on it, I can jump up. There it is. That people, that if I found anything that is like plus size or like a bigger size, I'd try to sell it for less than rather than more, because I still want like to be like things to be accessible to like larger sizes.
Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Because sorry, I'm like playing the game still. Because what I've heard is a lot of times, because plus size people have so much difficulty shopping at their stores, that a lot of them just like don't even try. So if I find something really cute that's plus size, I shouldn't like I wouldn't want to sell it for like 20-30 bucks. If I got it for like $2, I'd sell it for like just pretty much the amount that it would maybe cost for shipping or something. Like very low profits on like stuff that's harder for people, like the I guess yeah, privileged, less privileged people to find, because like thin privilege is a thing. This thing? Magic lamp. No, this. This is the thing Kira gave me, and this is the thing that Kira gave. Isn't this the thing Kira gave me? The other thing Kira gave me. Okay. The other thing Kira gave me, is that here? I thought that was this. I don't. What is it? I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't. Oh, just interact with it. Okay. Oh, that was it. Oops. Go away. Okay. Oops. Shit. No, I didn't mean it. There we go. But yeah, so I definitely do want to do that, but it's obviously easier to do when there's not a pandemic. I still go to the thrift store. I just don't go as often as I used to go. And also I need to like go ahead and set up the shop with what the things I already have before I start like searching for more, because I tend to get ahead of myself, you know. And I also do want to take some things and maybe screen print on some things. Because but this is all just a matter of like things that I need to actually put time into, and this is a lot when I have to be done fully with the tiny house. It's like baby steps, but yeah, everything is easier with sans pandemic. Yeah. Nice. Okay, I actually need to go back and unlock that chest that was up in the beginning section. Oh. I already got that. Okay. Did I go down this way? I did. No, there's nothing here, so I can't. But it's definitely in the plans, and I have like I have like this stuff to screen print, because I actually really want to try to screen print some of like my art and some designs and stuff I make. I just was getting into screen printing in kind of the beginning-ish, halfway through pandemic, and then I stopped because it was just I had a million things to do. So, but I did do a little bit of screen printing. I can show you in a second. Go to this chest, and then I will grab the thing that I screen printed. And I was making some bags. So I want it to be a mix of stuff that I like alter / like make cooler, and things that just like maybe straight curated from the thrift store. Where is the chest? Up here? It was like kind of like in the rock, I think. Is it up here? It's up here. Here? Here. Here? Here. No, that's not it. Oh wait, there it is. Nice. Okay. But it's definitely something I want to do. Let me grab the thing. Here's one of the ones that I've made. It's a they're all very different vibes because of what because it's just based off of what the fabric that I have on hand. So there's this. And I screen printed this. It says Save the Planet on it. And this was made from a scarf that I had for a long time that was sitting around that I don't need. I just need to put like a thing on it. It's like fully lined with this other random fabric I had. Got a pocket in here. I went off on this. But it would be like a tote bag thing with a strap around it like that. And then I also made another one that's a little bit cuter. Got ruffles at the bottom. Even the ruffles are like a little bit different color. I've been thinking about possibly tie-dyeing this. Or adding some more ruffles or something like that. Maybe to the top add some more ruffles because I have more of this. This was like the things you put on the bottom of the bed skirt, I think is what it's called. So that's what this is, and I have a whole bunch of it. So I was gonna make a few of these. And once again, this is lined. This one doesn't have a pocket, I don't think. Yeah, this one doesn't have a pocket. But it is lined. This is made from like a bed sheet or something. I don't remember. I just have fuck tons of fabric that I just get from the thrift store, so need to use it. And then this would also be a little. I don't know if it should. I feel like this one might be like a more of like a tote like this, whereas this would be more of like a side sling, you know. I really do want more people to learn how to sew. I think it's such a valuable skill to learn. And I never took home ec. We didn't have a home ec in my high school. I low-key wanted a home ec because I was like, I would be great at this, but we had a culinary class, but not home ec. I think the culinary class used to be home ec, but like a little bit before I had, like a few years before I got to my high school, they had gotten rid of it. But I just learned from my grandma and my uncle and YouTube. It's still very trial and error a lot of the time, but you can cook okay, but sewing is rough for you. It's definitely like with everything, it's like comes with practice. But obviously, like I assume some people pick it up quicker than others, you know. Like all skills, but ooh, wait, hold up, chest, no, chest. Ooh, look at that, I got that. Your mom can sew well. You did take home ec in middle school. You made a pillow from scratch. That's so cool. Yeah, there's a pillow that I have that I made from a t-shirt that I really like the design on, but I didn't like the design look of it on a shirt as much because it was very rectangular. So I made it into a pillow, and I still have the pillow, although I need to fix it. It has a little hole in it. Also, I need to maybe make it a pillow case instead of an actual pillow because I need to be able to clean it a little more regularly because it gets dirty because we use it to sleep, and Mateo's is like, it's mainly what he uses to put his head on the pillow. You know, like all the greases and stuff from your hair and things. It's not good to not wash the pillowcase that you sleep on, so. But I definitely, ooh, oh shit, what the fuck is above me? Wait, hold on. Is this a harpy or is this something else? This is something else. Oh, that's not what I meant? Oh, wait. Oh, is this the guarded treasure? Oh, look at that. I accidentally just stumbled upon the guarded treasure. Ah, come on, let me hit trees! But yeah, I wish there was a way for me to like teach people how to sew, but I'm like, honestly, I need to get more confident in my sewing abilities. I want to start like a TikTok series or something of like chaotic sewing, Because I feel like people put too much pressure on having to be really good at sewing. And honestly, like, I feel like if someone looked at the stuff that I make up close, I don't think that my sewing is that amazing if you look closely. And I make everything really quickly. I don't actually usually put very much, like, there are very few things that I've put a lot of time and attention to like really make look very nice when it comes to like looking closer at it. Oh shit. But, and also a lot of it comes from just like things that you don't think about, like just like looking at your own clothes and seeing how it's kind of put together. Because because I got into sewing in like early, like in the middle of high school, like actually like properly tried to get into sewing, like teaching, like doing cosplay and stuff. That's when I started looking at like how clothes was made, because that's the only way I like sewed, is I made patterns from clothes I already had. Because I don't know how to use proper sewing like patterns, and like whenever I like, try to do proper sewing patterns, there's a fucking bear out here, just a normal ass bear. A normal bear. Sorry, bear. The only thing you can teach someone how to do is shoot a bow. You're a certified archery instructor? That's so cool. Oh, I really wish that's one sport that I really want to get into, but I think it's like, it's a pretty high entry level, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's not easy to just like, maybe I'm wrong. Like, just like, you have to, like, the good stuff to learn how to do archery is kind of expensive, like, you know? Then you're good at teaching board games. Oh, but that's a good skill. That's a good skill, because sometimes there's like one dude that I know who's very good at teaching people how to play board games, and I much prefer playing board games, at least for the first time, and getting introduced to new board games with him than any of my other friends, because I know that like with his guidance I will totally understand the game by the end. It's very nice. That's a very good skill, honestly. Underappreciated skill. But I do think that there's a lot of pressure for people to be like really good at like stuff like sewing. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so much people can do that's just like tiny things that really that can help them build their skills.
Greetings.
That you don't have to be
You're
like
in luck.
amazing
Yesterday,
necessarily at
Iolaf
sewing to do.
Raptus's longship sailed into port.
Let me see what Hotspur brought in.
Let's see here. I gotta sell a bunch of this stuff. Shit, he has no money. Gotta sell some of this stuff. I have a lot of this stuff. I have so much random clothes. This guy I can't sell very much stuff to, though. Yeah, that's all I can sell to him.
So long.
Archery is super fun. Your internship had always retrieved the arrows because you're immune to poison ivy. Walk through a field of it. Yeah, I feel like I haven't met very many people who are not allergic to poison ivy. I feel like that's not common. That's so cool. I don't think, granted, I've never gotten poison ivy, and I've been in the forest and stuff a lot, so maybe I'm not allergic to poison ivy, but also maybe I just haven't encountered it. But I've never tried to walk through a field of it, you know, so Is there no marker anywhere over here? That doesn't make any sense. Did I? I don't think I came over here, but I came over here. Why is this lacking so much? You haven't had it either, but there was you were a Girl Scout and they taught us how to identify it. See, I was never a Girl Scout, and oh no, I can't remember what like the main thing to identify. It's like a 3-something leaf, right? Or 3-pronged, is that what it would be called? Leaf? You can put that on your resume that you can consistently get 7 friends together all at once every other week to play games. You ever try to get 7 people to do anything? Gotten groups of as high as 12. That is honestly, like, I feel like that could be like almost like a not management, like almost like a producer kind of thing, like being able to get everyone to a place at once. I feel like I feel like you can spin that. I feel like there's like one thing I learned how to do, not very well, but like one thing I do whenever I have to update my resume is I try to like find things like that, and I usually put it under like just like skills or something, not under like actual like my actual job experience, and I try to find a way to professionally word it and like spin it a little bit, you know? Okay, let me look at these other quests and stuff I've got. Let me actually take a look at these. Is that here? Let me see this. There's some that have been on here forever. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, that's all the way. Hey, I can go here! I can fast travel there. Hello? Let's go there. Bet you could spin that your management material since you managed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very much like a managing people kind of thing. Play WoW, you know plenty of people who find ways to put guild or raid leading on their resume. Yeah, I mean it's genuinely a skill. Like if you can apply that, if you can learn those skills via video games, you know. I have picked up certain maps. Oh, you can pick up a map that will allow you to have a marker? A fast travel marker? I think it was up here. Hold on, where's the fast travel thing? There it is.
Monsters here.
Go over to this little island. Wait, did I? Okay. Sometimes I can't remember if I actually clicked fast travel or if I'm just looking at it on the map. Be out here! Be out here! It depends on where you're applying to. Like a lot of startups or tech companies might be more friendly. Right. Yeah, that's true. But you never know. I feel like more and more there are nerds everywhere, and if you can get on the good side of a nerd, you know. Yeah. It's definitely a different crowd, different kind of company that cares about the culture. Yeah, I remember like for Hi-Rez, like most of my interviews that I had were like culture fit more than they were about like actually being able to do the job. Like they pretty much, I feel like you very quickly can like tell if someone can or can't do the job, and most of the time it's like, at least. There we go. RPs just don't do nothing. They just always sit there. Okay. I'm trying to attract more of them. Getting out of here. Woo, woo, woo. There are like big footsteps. Is that like the footsteps of a giant? All these goats everywhere. Also tomorrow, just reminding people, is the little climate change thing again. Tomorrow's the last one. And I think it's more about how, like, what you can do about it. I like what you can do about climate change. Although I wish they had been talking. I don't know how much they're gonna talk about, but I wish.
What do you want?
That they had been talking about that more throughout the entire process, rather than just at the end of the course.
He prays at the chapel on the hill this time of day. If it's slaves you're looking to buy, you'll have to wait till he's done.
He's praying. Wouldn't have thought him a God-fearing man from what I've heard about him.
Yet it's not something that would surprise any man who knows him.
Another snoop. You know the drill. Keep together.
I watch you die with pleasure.
I guess I should have just said I'll wait instead of trying to start shit. Alrighty. Shit. Ooh, this is it. When he's on the ground, I just straight up get him in the heart.
Surrender.
Definitely too late to surrender. Here we go. Oh fuck! I feel like sometimes I feel like that sometimes it reaches, sometimes it doesn't. Come on, come on, come on. I mean, obviously sometimes it reaches, sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, like, even though I feel like I felt very similar distance. There's at least one other guy in here. Yeah. Is that everyone? Guess I'll just go around and loot everything. All I can do. I didn't want this to be like this. I feel like I might have made the wrong decision. I feel like I always make the wrong decision in this game. Crazy how easily Geralt can kill all of these people. Oh wait, look. Now I gotta make sure to visit the shrine on the hill and make an offering before setting out. The gods' favor. That's what matters most. So if any customers come, tell them to wait till I get back. They'll understand. They know I'm liable to get ornery when someone interrupts my prayers. Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, I know. That's not. They're just not very strong. They all say the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay. You haven't always been a people person. You were such a loner before high school. It wasn't until college that you realized nobody knew you, and used that info to reinvent yourself as someone more confident and smooth talking. It ended up working really well, and you made more friends in college than in high school. Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like a lot of I feel like college is like a really good time to like is the time where like a lot of people feel like they can and should reinvent themselves, because like for a lot of the time you're being introduced, like at least for me, all through like elementary school, middle school, and high school, like you pretty much it's all the same people. So like there will always, most of them already have an impression of who you are and kind of know to a degree of who you are. And so college is one of the first times, and unless you were a kid that like moved around a lot, that like you have the chance to having a mostly like fresh start and can really be like, I'm gonna try to be known for something else, or you know, kind of thing. I think that's nice. I gotta. What just happened? Did I run it? Oh, I'm on fire. I like my controller shook, and I was like, what's happening? Okay, I think I might have. Oh no, I didn't. Ah no. Now I gotta go find the dude. I assume there's like maybe a path to it. So snowy over here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I'm gonna fall to my death here. Can I freeze to death if I'm in very cold water? Or like, do all just have a really high body temperature, I feel like that sounds like a thing that Witchers would have. Oop, 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 oop. Try it this way. Nope, nope, okay. Okay, I'll go around, fine. Hey, look. Well, from elementary school to middle to high school, those people already knew you as someone quiet, awkward, and kept to himself. But in college, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like it's like college is definitely a time. Oh, I could have just gone on the actual path that was up there. College is a time that like you realize like it's like one of the opportunities you get for people to have a new like first impression of you, essentially. Because I feel like first impressions really like affect a lot. So if you've been in school with someone for a long time, then they already have this idea of you that will probably, it's a lot harder to change their idea than just have be someone new. Yeah. To someone for the first time. Yeah, I almost decided to go by Ella in college because I was like, I don't know if I'm Ella because my name is Gabriella.
I've never
so.
begrudged you no gifts. Grant me another victory, so I can make you another offering of me loot.
Don't mind me.
Fuck, what now?
Heard you were in Carradin's band.
Fucking say what you want. Come on, spit it out, you arse-licking bastard.
Whoa.
I'm looking for Yad Carradin.
And just who the hell are you?
A friend of a friend. I'm looking for Carradin. Thought maybe we could make some sort of deal.
What? Our business robbing some Novigrad pricks the wrong way? Plowing guilds. Come on, what are you waiting for? Kill the fucker!
Oh. Am I really gonna kill this guy? I'm gonna like kill all his friends first. Oh fuck. Oh, these hammers they suck.
You're dead!
I hate going against shields. There we go. Oh, I do have to kill this guy. Okay. I thought maybe, just maybe, he would be like, no, never mind, after I killed all his people. But maybe he'll have to... That's just how it is. Oh shit. Wait, what is this? Alright, there we go. That's a new one. Yeah, I'll just basically meet them somewhere. Alright, gotta loot all of this. Oh no, I'm too heavy now. Okay, this is gonna happen. Doesn't happen in so long, but I wasn't able to sell my stuff to that guy. He didn't have very much money to sell me things. I'm going to drop all of this stuff. How do I drop? Okay. Drop these like blunt. I don't know how much it's actually gonna do since I don't think these weigh very much at all, but a lot of these stones. This. Like blunt axe. Here we go. I just can't be picking more stuff up. I need to go fast travel somewhere where I can sell things. Let me look at the world map now that okay. All these question marks here. Oh, who I need to talk to is in the town. Did I kill him? Because I might have accidentally done that. Highly likely that I did, you know? Oh, but also I was gonna tell you guys, fast travel back to... Oh. I can fast travel back to Novigrad? Oh, it's telling me that's what it's telling me to do. Okay, okay. I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, so then I'll just do new quest now, then I don't, you know. This has multiple locations, is that? Oh, I already did. Oh, he's back at the other place. Multiple locations. Look at it. Okay. Let me go ahead and do this. But that's all the way over here. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna, since I'm already out here, I'm gonna go ahead and gander at all of these things. But, y'all, even today, I've been so good about, like, getting shit done lately. I'm telling you, I am a different person when it's warm outside. I literally like made 2 flower or like raised bed gardens. I got a bunch of seeds. I planted them. I've been like doing a bunch of weeding in other parts of the yard. Been planting stuff. I've been like cleaned out a lot of the garage today. I've been like working on stuff in the tiny house. Like I've just been like on it. Oh, let me go ahead and call Roach, honestly. And it's honestly crazy. Like sometimes I'm like, well, like maybe the, you know, like, cause they
move it.
Like seasonal depression and stuff. It's not like because like I do actually just feel better when it's not like about myself and everything. But like I don't feel like necessarily, especially with all of the changes I've made in my life in terms of not having like not working where not having a job and stuff, then like having time to do things.
Let him through.
I've been
no
feeling
sweat off
a
your
little
back.
rejuvenated,
No,
but then
done.
like
that's him.
Wasn't doing stuff, and I was like, maybe it's just because I'm
poor son. It's time
ADHD,
to
but then
answer
like
for that.
the sun has powers. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, wait, those are all hard.
Thank you,
Oh,
Wanderer.
never mind.
I shall say a prayer for you at my pilgrimage's end.
Nice gesture.
Also, though,
Thanks.
my eczema's been
Now, where's your
really
pilgrimage
bad
taking
lately.
you?
To the
Really?
four faces
Yeah,
of
go
Hendel,
ahead.
raised in honor of our great hero.
I've heard the legends of Heimdall, a great warrior and first father of the Isles.
'Tis true. And before the advent of Ted Dare, the final age, he shall return, walk amidst us, and face the evil powers, demons, and spectres of chaos. The golden cockerel Camby will crow to warn Heimdall of the coming of the Nargle Fair, bringing the army of darkness. A battle will ensue, Ragnarok, and Heimdall will clash with the forces of the dark.
Ragnarok
Let's
sounds
hope
like
he wins.
Ragnarok.
It'll make no difference. The prophecy is clear. After Ragnarok, the world will end.
Prophecies can be tricky that way, and there's never an ending that's not also a new beginning, a fresh start.
Let us hope you're right, Wanderer. Let us hope you're right.
Sounds like Ragnarok. Is that supposed to sound like Ragnarok? Because Ragnarok is also what the world end, right? But yeah, my hand has been so bad with eczema. We've been thinking about getting like a kiddie pool or something because I don't have a tub. We just have a shower in a tiny house. So I've been thinking about getting a like a little kiddie pool and filling it with like salt water because I've heard saltwater baths are really good especially because normally when I go to the beach, then that is when I
Greetings, Wanderer.
Oh.
You're safe and sound. That's good to see.
Hello. Still on your pilgrimage?
Indeed. And by each of Heimdall's faces, I pray the gods grant you grace.
So long, and stay out of trouble.
Also, there's a lot of harpies there. Okay, no. But yeah, so since like the beach really helps my eczema and I can't really go to the beach, although so my mom got her first vaccination shot today and my dad's already fully vaccinated, and I think that I should probably be able to get a vaccine fairly soon. I've been thinking about trying to like some people have said that they like had success just like calling places and seeing if they have extra vaccines and going in because people have extra vaccines because of people might have like missed their appointment or something like that and they don't want it to go to waste. So I've been hearing about people have some success doing that, so I was thinking about maybe trying to do that because I would really like to be vaccinated. Not that I can like because I can go back to normal, but I mean like then maybe I don't know, I could like go to at least a nearby beach, you know, I'd feel a little bit better about it. What the heck is this? Where am I supposed to be going? No, I have not. I think I can maybe be able to get an actual like vaccination appointment with the fact that like I still technically live since we live in the back of my parents' house, I still like have the same address as my dad, and he was in the like danger age range and has diabetes, so like I could technically count as one of his caretakers, so I could maybe get a vaccine via that, which is a possibility. So yeah, so me and Mateus really want to see if we can get vaccinated soonish, hopefully maybe in the next month. I know that especially with the Johnson & Johnson ones, that's just one shot. I know the Johnson & Johnson ones are a little bit not quite as effective. They're like 75% instead of more, but ooh, ice cream. Ooh, Siler, get that ice cream. Enjoy it for me. I love ice cream. Is one of my favorite things in the world. But yeah, so I am not vaccinated. Also, I probably don't this quite yet. I don't have the... I'm looting stuff, and I don't want to necessarily run out of room. Oh, there's nothing here. This is just... It's not even a monster den. Ooh, part 4 of my freaking cat stuff. How the fuck do I get up there? I feel like I might have approached this from the wrong direction. Oop, 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 oop. Right here though, right here. I'm like right here, please. There we go. I hope it works in your favor. You believe you still have to wait another month or two, but definitely keeping your eyes and ears out just in case, especially since mask mandates are being lifted. I know. Was it in Texas? Was Mississippi too? I feel like I heard Mississippi, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know all the states. You guys are just...
So, no one else dares face me? Is there truly no one?
What other places are lifting mask mandates? It's so
I've not
ridiculous.
seen you here before.
But I've heard that you can call, like, a lot more places are starting to give vaccines. Like before, it was like fun.
No man's been found who could best me in combat.
A lot of, since they're expanding the amount of places who can do vaccines, so like Publix's and like before I think it was mainly CVS and then actual healthcare providers, but now it's like Walgreens, maybe Kroger, maybe Publix. A lot of places that basically had flu shot capabilities are starting to get COVID capabilities too. So what I've been hearing is that like you can possibly call some of those places, see if they have any extras or any like canceled appointments or anything like that. Or a lot of them are just have more appointments now, but granted, obviously, like if you don't qualify to get an appointment, then like that's a little harder. But a lot of times what I've heard is just like literally if you're just around, and so like one of my mom's cousin got a vaccine just because she was at Kroger or at Publix or whatever. She was at the grocery store, and someone just like, she was walking by the pharmacy and they straight up were like, do you want a vaccine? Because we got one. And she was like, yeah. So, and she got the Johnson & Johnson one. Texas was first. You believe Mississippi and a couple of East Coast states. I feel like Georgia is coming soon. It's like Georgia is next, and I would love to be vaccinated before then. But granted, like a lot, like is off my, not my, like a lot of weight is lifted off my shoulders in terms of as more of my worry about getting COVID with my parents both vaccinated. Since my mom has her second vaccine already scheduled and stuff, so she's gonna be fully vaccinated by the end of the month, I think. But yeah, so that will be definitely like a lot of pressure, not pressure. Yeah, I don't know, like, because obviously I would be the main thing that I'd be worried about myself getting COVID would be giving it to my parents because I live with them. Obviously I don't want to get COVID in the first place at all, so I don't have to give it to anyone by accident or anything. But like specifically, like I could not, if I caught COVID and then gave it to my parents and then one of them died because of it, then that would be like, that would be a lot, you know? So at least with them vaccinated, I don't feel as scared, I suppose. So that's nice. That's crazy convenient. Yeah, exactly. You couldn't imagine going grocery shopping and getting vaccinated before checking out. Like some people, like I'm saying, like places just don't want to waste them. So if you're there or you call at the right time, then like, and they got an extra one, then yeah. You know what you mean? It's a big strain off your shoulders that your parents and grandma are vaccinated. You still don't want to get it, obviously, but knowing your parents are much... Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Will you fight me?
You? I've defeated Pharaoh's most famous warriors. Men so worthy of respect I don't dare mention their names. And who is Geralt of Rivia?
Someone you haven't defeated.
Maybe you're not worthy of my time. You performed any great feats? Because I don't believe I've heard.
I just haven't been around,
what kind of
lady,
feats you
right?
have in mind?
If I'm to fight a witcher, I could use a fitting sword. At the sea's bottom, not far from the shore, lies the wreck of Horned Hoskel's longship.
I have to go get her a sword to fight me with?
Wreck lies Hoskel's sword, which legend claims cannot be chipped. Bring it to me, and I'll fight you.
Good. I'll give it a shot. See you soon.
I truly wonder if you will. Farewell.
Like, I'll fight you if you go get me a sword. Yeah, no, masks have upped my warmth level. I hate my nose being cold in the winter. Like, it's the worst. And also the fact, so both of the areas that I hate the most being cold in the wintertime are my ears, my nose, and then my toes. Those are the ones that are the worst. And especially my ears and my nose, if they're cold, then especially my ears, then I get a headache in the cold, which is why I often don't like to go ice skating and stuff, because as soon as my ears get cold, because especially with a chilly wind, if you're like ice skating quickly, then I'm done. Like, I literally need to be away from the cold for at least like an hour or two until like my headache goes away from being cold. And with a mask, it makes it so much easier. I feel like somehow the mask also helps my ears get not as cold, but I mean, usually I'd have a hat on too, but you know, like, it's just like, it keeps your whole face warm. And also people were saying that like the flu was down this year because people were wearing masks, and it's just like a normal thing in other cultures because it's just like, in general, it's like if there's some icky stuff in the air, you don't want to get it in your system. Roach. So I haven't done ice skating in ages. You can't stand the cold and the wind chills. Yeah, like the only time I ever want to go ice skating, like, is maybe when it's hot outside, which we have like indoor ice skating places. Like, granted, ice skating, you can work up a sweat and you can get like hot, but how did triple bundle just a function? Yeah, same. Like, when I go ice skating, normally it's like I start very, very bundled and then I take layers off as I like really warm up. But I will never ever take off my hat because my ears are it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Oh, I need to go this way. No.
Run, Roach.
This is too hilly to be bringing Roach around, honestly. I think we're going this way. Oh shit. Oh, I am. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah, Roach. Getting off. Let me slide down this. Can I do that? Well, let me slide down this. Woo! 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 You're trash at skating as it is. Your balance is garbage. I've grew up going to ice skating rinks a lot because my neighbors, who basically like my second family, the daughter that was like I was friends with, that we were like similar in age, she like did ice skating like competitions and stuff. Like, that was her sport, and so I would go to the ice skating rink with them a lot, and go to like the ice skating like competitions and stuff with them a lot. Oh, that's creepy. Hello. So I have spent a lot of time at the skating rink. What is that? Hello? This is all glowy? I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Ooh. Use. Gonna do. Oh, it turned him. Where are we trying to go? Another one of those turning puzzles. I don't know which way I'm supposed to turn them. Not that way. Am I supposed to find something more further in that's supposed to tell me which way they're supposed to be turned? Maybe they're supposed to face each other. Facing each other before when I came. Oh, that one was already sparkly, so it probably means that he was supposed to be facing that way. So I think they need to face each other. Use it. Geralt, please. No! What the heck? There we go. Both glittery now. I don't like these noises though. Okay, I'm gonna go further in and see what's over here. There's another lever here. What does this do? Another guy. Oh, you're glittery too now. Okay. Glittery too now. Now glittery as well? Whatever. Okay. Now I assume there's one down the other pathway as well. Ooh, feline! More feline! Woo-woo! What I meant. Getting louder. Where's the statue here? Oh, he's right there. Okay, that looks right. There we go. Look at this door open for me. Oh, shoot. Nothing here for me? What's over here? Nothing. Door open too? Yeah, okay. Is it? This is the only reason I was here? Not even any monsters here. Crazy. Unless I spoke too soon, which happens. Let me go in this corner here and drop some loot real quick. Everything, I'm too heavy again. I'm gonna drop these pants because they don't matter. What's this? Arabella. A rusty sword. Here we go. I really need to go to a merchant. Oop. These noises. Maybe the noises are coming from like technically above me or something. Something over here? Nothing. Come on. Come on, Geralt. I can't wait for the second season of the freaking Witcher to come out. I don't know when it's supposed to happen, but I can't wait. Where's one coming for me? They're all attacking me. I'm just living my life here. I'm not even bothering you. That's not what I meant.
Not good.
Shit. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Harder for me to time the sirens. Ooh, I sometimes can't see when they're coming at me. Get away. There we go. Now they're all dead for no reason. except for the fact they attacked me. I wouldn't have done nothing if they didn't come after me. Okay, but I really do gotta go and get... go to a merchant. I'll just head back to town. There's only a few more on the other side. I'm not gonna go all the way over there. I know Roach can even get to where I need to go. Because it's quite hilly here, and I don't know if there's any way for Roach to really get to where I need to go, you know. Feeling that Roach cannot. Okay, yeah, Roach. I'm sorry, gotta abandon you here. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, bad place to try and go up. We're gonna come over here. Maybe this? Maybe here? Come on. Come on, Geralt. There we go. Yeah. Just like that. Let's fast travel to somewhere with a merchant, because we get heavy too quickly. Someone who has a merchant that has money too, not just like any merchant. I believe I wiped out this whole fucking town. They didn't have to attack me. They just didn't. They brought it upon themselves. So, oh wow, look at all these tiny little ones. Oh my god, there are so many question marks in the... Oh my god, wait. I swear there are like a million more question marks than there were 5 seconds. Just a little while ago. I'm not gonna go there. I think I need to go to a bigger town. I think, yeah, here. Go here. Gotta go somewhere that the merchant would have more money than just a tiny little side one. Also, I just want to take a quick reminder to anyone who is not following, if you've been enjoying the stream, then drop a follow. Or if you got Amazon Prime, that's also, an option. Always like to remind people. Sometimes I forget. Okay. You telling me there are no merchants here, or is it too early in the day? Hold on. Too late at night. I'm gonna open. Go till 8 a.m. There's a couple blacksmiths at the castle. Okay. Here we... Oh. I guess I can sell some stuff to the herbalist. So there's blacksmiths. Couple of blacksmiths at the castle. Is that up here? Up here? Question mark out here. We'll go off for a little walk.
Seen the plans?
Strange
long.
Don't eat so much.
Why the spit not?
Because we get
go ahead and talk to the herbalist real quick.
Would you like to buy something from me stash?
From me stash.
Maybe. Let me see what you got.
Gwen. I'm sorry. That train has sailed. Okay, so... Iridium, Northern Wind. I wish... Is there a way for me to tell from this description if I already have it or not? I just don't know if I do. Drowner pheromones. Enhanced Dragon Dream. Other than having to just check all of them. I don't even think I have any. What would pheromones be? Crap this. I got the stuff for it. I have something in my quests? Oh, okay. Oils. Oh, okay. I'll go ahead. That one sounded the most interesting. I mean, I don't mind buying all of them, honestly, but just in case I don't have them, because I don't think, like, I feel like I don't buy very much stuff from people. And last time when I checked, I didn't have any of the stuff that the person wanted, so we'll just do it. Do mutagen. Let's go ahead and craft that. Green mutagen. Ooh, let's do the greater green. Blue. Ooh, red one. Alcohol, is there anything here? Nope. Okay. Any of these I can, ooh, let's go. Okay, I can make all this stuff. Okay. Auctions. There's this. Might as well make that. And where would I see the pheromones thing? Oh, you're just saying that just the general pheromone thing is 4 quests? Like I can't even make it 4 quests? Like I'm not supposed to make it 4 quests? I'm just supposed to get the actual thing 4 quests? Ooh. Oh, here it is. Just kidding. I found it. All right. All these things. Good times. Huzzah! Not that that made me any lighter. Let's see here. Crafting. I think we're good for now. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Then let me go up here.
Don't fret. You're safe with
drink last night too.
Oh, there's the haircutty. Haircutty. No.
Friends, we show heart.
We'll go up to the castle, the care, whatever.
No, sorry.
Got about 30 more minutes till I gotta head on out of here. Oh. The elevator? What did I just do?
100 sea devils.
What did I just do?
We drank 3 pots of hard stuff and washed it all down with wine. Rose next morning without a murmur and went hunting.
Aye, tavern's a buzz.
Did this bring something down for me to hop onto? What was the point of that?
Witcher.
None of you guys have any answers for me?
Just don't go pestering folk.
Oh, it's right here! Oh my god, I'm just blind. Use? Use?
Friends we show heart.
Hello? It won't, it only shows it for like 5 seconds. There we go. Whew! Elevator! How pretty. Geralt, look at it. Stand like this, not appreciating this. Look at this. You need to get a freaking jacket on, dude. It's fucking cold. How are you? Crazy, man.
Friends we show heart.
Oh, hello.
Foes we show our axe.
Did you hear the lift got stuck yesterday? Kjeld hung there half a day.
Alright, let's find a blacksmith or something. Where am I? Where do I? What happens if I go higher? Yo! Cool guys don't wear coats. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. How are you? Oh, I found the blacksmith. Here? Here? Here.
Adornment.
Hello. Good
None
sir.
doesn't
Good,
need
good
it.
sir.
Good
Good,
to
good
guess.
sirs.
A sword
Nope.
for
Nope.
cutting,
Good
not
sirs.
looking pretty.
Any of you? Which one? You? Oh, there's an armor
Greetings, White
and a
Wolf.
blacksmith.
I suspected you'd come by. Bah, I was sure of it.
Oh, yeah?
The best stock
yeah?
armory in all Skellig is right here at Caer Trolde Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'm actually a little
gladly
chilly
see
now.
for myself.
Take your time. Give them all a careful look.
I've been doing really good. I've been so productive lately. Look at me. I'm look at casually putting on this very just what I got sitting here. I want to do a cosplay with this. One of my cosplays I've been wanting to do for years. A little sleepy. I'm doing really good though. I've been kicking butt with my gardening and getting the backyard looking good and kind of working, which is to me is like working on a tiny house is like gonna be having some oh, this whole thing. Gonna have an herb garden and a vegetable garden and stuff, and I'm so excited. So excited.
Looking for someone who can make me a master quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf.
Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Craft something for me, will you?
Yeah. I'm slowly getting more and more old lady habits or hobbies. Yeah, I know in apartments or like little patios and stuff are harder to, definitely harder to get what you need. I know that there are options, but I think it ends up being a little bit more difficult. Can I upgrade? No items with upgrades. Fine, I'll just repair stuff then. Repair. Let's repair all of it. I know there's some options that are like more like vertical type stuff, but let me sell this stuff to him. I'll keep one of the battle axes. Majorly lightening my load here. I need to use some of these, honestly. Or maybe sell just a few of them. Oh wait, did I accidentally get rid of all of them? Oopsies. Oh, shoot. Keeps happening. That's all. Dang it. Alright, let me see. Is there anything else he can do for me that I can... Or wait, maybe I can just dismantle this stuff. I can pay him. Dismantle. Let's do that. Probably a better use of a lot of this stuff anyways. But have you not been able to get very good sleep and that's why you're a little tired today, or just like you did a lot today? Because definitely the past few days I've been... Well, I get tired early, but then I lay down and then I start watching Attack on Titan or Sex in the City or something like that. I'm pretty much caught up to where I was before in Attack on Titan because I had started Attack on Titan a long time ago when it was like originally coming out, and then I stopped watching it around the like halfway through the second season because I got really bored because I just was really confused, and I am at that point again, and I remember being like, yeah, I don't know what's happening, and I still am watching being like, there's a one point in Attack on Titan where they just throw so much shit at you and you're like, what, like, just everything is questions, like you're just like, what is happening? I have no clue what's happening. And then I think it gets answered pretty quickly, but when I was watching on a week-to-week basis, it was just so hard when I was like, for like 3 or 4 weeks straight, you're just like, you get more and more questions and nothing's getting answered, so it gets really exhausting. But binging it is so much easier. Pickles! You liar. You've also been pushing yourself to wake up at 8 to 8:30. Today I woke up at like 10, which obviously is not a luxury everyone has, but I feel like for me, my ideal time to wake up is between 9 and 10 a.m. because I got up at 10 today because normally I wake up at like 11, sometimes noon if it's a bad day. And I got so much shit done before stream, and I was honestly amazing. I was amazed at myself. I got so much stuff done before stream. And the days that I am able to get up between 9 and 10, I feel like I get a lot more done with my day than the days that I sleep in just even 1 hour more. It's crazy how just like that slight difference can change your whole like perspective or the way I don't even know what it is.
So long.
Background has been frustrating me as well. Well, I'm not caught up. I'm in season 2. Like, I'm not in the same place that a lot of people are. So if there's parts that are aggravating right now, then I cannot, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. But for me, I'm on season 2. But when I was watching it before on a week-to-week basis, that's why I had stopped watching it, because I was at this point, and I was literally just like constantly getting questions week by week, and it's hard to like come back to something every week if you're not excited. If you're just like, you just keep giving me more questions and not answering anything. So then I had stopped watching. And then, and now apparently it's really, really good again. So now we're watching. We're gonna catch up. And so Mateos didn't care about rewatching the part we had already watched because he had remembered the stuff. But I had forgotten pretty much everything that had happened in Attack on Titan. Like, there's so much stuff that I did not remember. Yo, this jacket is vibing. Yeah. Yeah, it's been sitting in my like array of things for cosplay, and I'm like, I can wear this other times.
Stay out of trouble.
But yeah, it just like, yeah, so I had forgotten a lot of important stuff, and it's so much easier to binge it. So I'm very glad that I'm pretty much, I think I'm on like an episode away from where I left it before, and then Mateo's gonna join me, and then we're gonna watch it together to catch up to where it is now. Is it currently, how many more, is the finale, when is the finale? David made you take a typing test and you got 50 words per minute. But him and Christian used to work at a typing center. That was like their job in college for a long time, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, I feel like you can't, it's not fair to compare yourself to someone who like that. And also Christian like codes for a living. So he like is always on the he has to type quick if he wants to be able to do his job quick, you know? So it's not fair. It's not fair. That's not fair.
Who made that big?
I would probably be like 30 words per minute. I'm very slow. Pickles, maybe you'd probably be getting quicker with your like journalism stuff that you've been doing. I'm sure that's making you quicker at typing. Monkeytype.com. Okay, hold on. How much time? We got 15 minutes left in stream. About. How long does it take to do this word per minute test? I'm probably gonna be so slow.
Let it go.
Where am I going? I just was like... Yeah, you binge Attack on Titan up to this season. You have 3 more episodes left. Okay, then I need to catch up before the season finale. I like to join in the hype with other people, which I watched this whole season and a half in like 3 days, so I should be fine. $30 seconds. Tab enter to reset the test. Possibility this weekend you spent about 20 hours playing a game for work, so not much typing this week. Well, it's a balance. You play and then you gotta write about it and you play. But you were saying something about Persona 5 Strikers. Hold on, I missed that. Been trying to finish a game for work. Oh yeah, that's what you were saying. Persona 5 Strikers. What happens in that one? I've heard about it, but I didn't look at it. Is that the app game or no?
Hey there. Come take a gander. Your suffering ends now!
Actually go in my quests. Guess I can do that one.
Please.
Where is that on the map? Oh, in the miners camp. So let me go back to the harbor.
Ah.
The sequel to 5 with Dynasty Warriors combat. It's not an actual sequel. Does it continue the story? It's an actual, like, continuation of the story. It, like, matters? Damn. Ooh, 62. I don't want to play. I've never been very into hack and slash type games. I don't know if I'd want to play Persona 5 Strikers, you know, but... First, I need to finish Persona 5, but, you know. Oh, it's all down there. How the fuck? See how everything's up and down. 69% consistency. I like, took typing classes in, like, middle school, and I was always bad. I could never, I do not type properly, like, in terms of, like, where you're supposed to put your hands on the cutting board. And also, like, I have to look down a lot. Like, I know people who don't have to look down to type, and I have to look down to type. The pressure of typing tests, yeah, that's also another thing, for sure. You need to improve. You think you need to do this test many times a day to improve your typing form? I feel like not only the test. If you just type more in general in life, then you'll probably improve your typing.
It's clearing up.
Drink some water. Yeah, like I usually try to avoid. I need to be better about it because I need to start like writing scripts and stuff and like research for like videos and podcast things. Oh, what, hello? Geralt, where's your sword? Get your damn sword out. Jesus Christ.
Your mom's
Is that necessary? Every time I'm like, this is a random dude. You don't need it. We don't need to do the slow-mo, please. Don't look down for the numbers. You don't pay attention to how you're positioning your hands. Just oh, posture check. Drink more water. Feel for the divers in the F and H key to send to your. Nah, I just kind of like. I can like go up and I can like look up and down. I think I'm better at texting while not looking than I am about typing and not looking, like on a keyboard. Granted, the iPhone helps a little bit by filling stuff out, but I used to be able to type on my phone when we didn't have actual keyboards. And also when I had the flip-up phones with the little actual button keyboards, I could type on those without looking. Granted, those had a little bit of an autocorrect as well. No, thank you. No, thank you. F and J. Make that a command. Every time we command. That's right, Phil. Wait, so track down the old fort. Which will be where? Oh, okay then. We're not walking there. We're gonna go back to the miners' camp. Command. What would the name of the command even be? Is it here? Where the fuck did this freaking fast travel go? PRP? Oh, that's right, Phil. Okay. Woo! Oh shit. I thought we were gonna have fun dropping down from there. I was wrong. This area right here is really nice. Not full of snow and coldness. Full of greenery and beauty. Oh, fuck. I feel like true will be easier to remember than TRP. Because it'll be like true, 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 you know? Oh shit, we went opposite. Okay, I can just follow this. So dumb. True, true, true. Wolf. How you gotta be? We're the same. I'm White Wolf, you are White Wolf. Do not. Why you gotta do this to me? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I have the other thing. I'm very bad about knowing the command to add the command. Stream elements, that's what it is. I was like, what's the word of the thing that I use? There we go. Sort of brand new Funko Pop and it got to your house all torn up. Wait, what? Like the box of it was all broken and stuff? What Funko Pop was it? I haven't gotten any Funko Pops in a long time. I'm happy with the ones I have. Unless they have a... Ooh, if they do a WandaVision one with her in her little... Do you guys see my cosplay? I'm gonna freaking plug that every moment I can. Hold on. I put it on... It was on Twitter as well as Instagram, but I just have... Wait, I thought I had the Instagram thing. But I'll find the Twitter one. The new Deku? With a giant statue of the school? I hadn't seen that. Do 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 do. Oops, cancel. Here we go. They did make a new costume, WandaVision with her new costume, but it's sold out, pre-order in minutes. I want one that has her in her like Halloween costume.
Wonder if he's as strong.
I'm sure later there'll be so many resellers. Granted, they'll be priced up, but
Inside. We should go see the druids. I've been already.
ugh. Oh, I guess I should follow the dots to take me this way now. There's one of her in her Halloween costume. And that one probably sold out very quickly too, right? I was just loving WandaVision. I'm like not really excited for the Falcon and whatever the new show with Bucky and stuff, but I'm still gonna watch it. But I'm not like super excited for it. You know what I mean? BTTV highlights the message your name is mentioned in, and it has a little bell. Oh no! More excited for it after you saw. Yeah, basically, I wouldn't have watched it if WandaVision wasn't so exciting. Like, part of. Oh wait, I already came here and fucked shit up, didn't I?
Giving me no choice.
Oh. Yeah, WandaVision, it definitely made me excited. Like, because, like, after the Avengers, I really felt like whatever about the whole MCU anymore. Because I was like, oh, well, everything's done. Story's finished. But then now WandaVision, like, reinvigorated me, and it makes it so much more fun. And, like, I am just excited about it.
Got their nest here.
Now, like, it makes it so fun. Shows are kind of handling all those loose strings after Endgame. Yeah, and then they're adding new strings. It's so fun. And setting stuff up for the next films. Yeah. But also, wait, but Pickles, tell me more about this Funko Pop with her and her costume. I might have to add it to my Amazon wish list. If it's even available anymore, I bet it's not. I bet it's not. Okay, wait, so you said, where is this? I'm going all around town. Whale Graveyard. Jesus. Was there a thing? Where am I going? You can usually get them for pretty reasonable prices on eBay. Okay. I think high budget episodic series works better for comic book. Yeah, I feel like they can add in so many more fun details with the TV shows, and they're doing them. I mean, obviously, I only have WandaVision to go off of. But they did WandaVision so well, and if all of the other ones have the amount of, like, interest and, like, detail put into them, I'm very excited. Wasn't there a thing where Kevin Feige, however he said he didn't want anything definitive in the shows for those who just want to be the films? I don't know. I can't imagine that being the case anymore with WandaVision. Like, it's gonna be really hard to describe, tell people, like, because Wanda is gonna end up, I don't want to spoil. Because Wanda's gonna be a whole different person. She is now the Scarlet Witch, you know? Like, she wasn't the Scarlet Witch, like, didn't have the name before and stuff. Like, she's just gonna be, like, extra powered up, and they're not gonna have any explanation for it, like, in the movies. I think maybe that was the case before, but now that the other TV shows aren't even technically a part of MCU anymore, so yeah, I'm not spoiling anything. But she, like, obviously, like, yeah. Hopefully that's not I don't think that's a spoiler, because it's, like, pretty.
The wagon.
Oh.
Need to look around.
But maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry if that was a spoiler for me to say that she ends up more powerful, but then that's just like, what else would she come out of the whole show being?
Odd. Looks like he died of old age, not because a necker ripped him apart.
What am I even looking at right now? What is this a different quest here? Am I supposed to be looking at? I think this. Nah, she's busted in the MCU. I think she's busted in all of Marvel. Kind of like how. Wait, yeah. I think they could do it. Oh wait, hold on. I think they could do it in a way where you wouldn't need to watch the shows, but you have a deeper understanding. I guess. Like, it's not unreasonable to think that, like, after however much time passes, I don't know where the movies are gonna be taking place. Like, oh, obviously she's more powerful now. Like, she's just like, the explanation is she's been training, you know? I've always hinted at how powerful she was. Yeah, for sure. You might know. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Kind of how a lot of people haven't seen a single MCU movie, but can still follow the Avengers movies, which is nuts to me. WandaVision is a precursor to Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like a pretty like direct precursor to it, and is gonna explain, like, WandaVision I think is supposed to explain a lot of what happens in the coming movies. Not in the shows, although I have heard that maybe Loki might be tied in with Wanda stuff too. I don't know that. That's just from what I've heard from people. But she was handling Thanos with one hand. That's true. You were given a contract by a strange person in town who really wanted to wish her and dismiss the Skelly Warriors. You haven't seen anything Avengers since Thor Ragnarok. Oh. You haven't seen the last Avengers movie? Like, the story of the entire MCU makes a lot more sense if you watch every film in order. You don't have to... I guess I've never thought about it. Loki is tied in as well. That's all multiverse. Yeah, that's what I thought. But the Falcon isn't as important, right? The Falcon... I guess I don't really know where that is going to be placed in the story at all. Anyways, I'm gonna save the game because I've gotta head out. But we can just talk for a little bit and then Endgame or Infinity War. You just don't care? What? I feel like well, no, I would say that Avengers is some of the more interesting. I love how it all integrates with one another. I think it's so cool. Good stream. Yeah, fun times. Even with a short stream, it was still good. Good. We're gonna turn that down. We're gonna find someone to do a little raid. Boop. Falcon and Winter Soldier is important as the origin story of the next Captain America, but not as integral. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that originally it was supposed to be... One thing I found out today was that it was all supposed to be in a different order than they put it in. There's Miss Bailey. I don't think I'm gonna host Bailey today. I was gonna try and host someone new today. Or maybe Cake. Cake, I never get to host Cake, and he gets to hang out every once in a while. Maybe we'll do Cake. Yeah, COVID messed up the order. Falcon was supposed to be first, and then they were supposed to come out with the Black Widow movie, but then because they had to push the Black Widow movie, they had to push Falcon, right? And WandaVision was supposed to be like third instead, but even though I think, honestly, just based off like the idea of WandaVision is way more interesting. I'm itching my eczema. The idea of WandaVision is so much more interesting than from what I'm hearing about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, obviously, it might end up being just as interesting as WandaVision, but like the premise of WandaVision is so cool that I feel like I can't imagine them not starting like this new chapter in Marvel with like them deciding not to do WandaVision first, because it just seems like such an interesting way to start it all again. I feel like starting with Falcon and Winter Soldier would have been kind of boring. Like, I would have had zero interest in watching it because, like, I don't give very many shits about Captain America. It's just a fact. So, WandaVision was the best way to start out. Yeah. WandaVision is one of the best pieces of television storytelling you've ever watched, even out of context. Yeah, it's just, like, so cool. And, like, the talent of the team that went into WandaVision is just so good. Like, the acting, the, like, direction, the costume design, the prop, like all of it, the fact that they were able to change like so much in such a short period of time, it's just like so cool. And the music, oops, how did my Fitbit just fall off? Like, I feel like Elizabeth Olsen never really got a good chance to show that she's actually like particularly good at acting, because like pretty much she's had to be fairly similar and like act the same pretty much the whole way through, as like, because the Scarlet Witch has been kind of like a little, no, not moody, she just hasn't gotten to be very much in the center of attention. And I feel like it's very cool to start with someone who was kind of more in the background, who's now coming to the foreground, whereas like even like Bucky and the Falcon have had a lot more like, I guess, screen time, I feel like, than Scarlet Witch, or they've been a little bit more, they've been shown as more important to the story and stuff than Wanda. And I feel like it's really cool to have her have her be the beginning of it, because I feel like she's gonna be such an integral part in this next chapter. It just doesn't make sense to me that they ever thought to not start with WandaVision. I think this new setup is great. WandaVision and Loki are mind twists, and Falcon splits the new stuff with a bit of familiarity. Yeah, I think it's nice to have some, I'm gonna say some boring in between some fun, but that's kind of how I see it in my brain, even though I'm just not excited about this stuff, and I can't hide it. I'll keep people invested and excited. Yeah, did you know the scene in Infinity War between her and Vision was improvised? I did not know that. That's so... I need to rewatch a lot of the... there's so much... because most of the Avengers stuff I have only watched once, you know? So... Or do we do Harley? Harley's playing Little Nightmares. Wait, is this a DLC? Little Nightmares? I don't want to... Oh wait, Saruna is playing Witcher 3. Oh, okay, she's like just about to start streaming too. We might do Saruna because she started Witcher 3, and we need to bring more Witcher 3 people to Saruna. Like, that alone proves she's a good actor. Yeah, but I feel like she just never, like, especially since that's not widely known information, you know? The lady you've had a massive crush on is in Endgame? Who is that? Oh, wait, you're talking about the girl that is like the actor friend of yours that you've shown us? Well, by us, I mean like, not like stream, but you know, me. What did she do? Is she just like a background character or something? No heist. Alright. We are going to be raiding Saruna. Make sure here's the raid message. If you are a subscriber, then you get the emotes. If not, then use whatever emote you have that expresses the excitement, joy, happiness, all the good stuff. And if you're not subscribed and you want to, then this is your last chance. You got Amazon Prime or anything. Or have you just been enjoying? And if you want to follow me anywhere on the internet, I'm My Lady Gabriella. Not My Lady Gabriella, it's my old shit. My Lady Sprout everywhere. And if you want to join a Discord, which I might try and see if I can watch the Idiocracy, or maybe I was thinking also I might want to watch Mamma Mia. Those are things that I have been thinking about. But yeah. She's in the recovery scene with Cap. Oh, okay. So keep an eye out for her next time I watch it. Yeah, join the Discord if you haven't yet. We just fun times in there. Watching stuff. Maybe once the Falcon and all that sort of stuff comes out, we can start a watch party with that, since we had a little bit of a watch party with WandaVision, so. We'll see. I hope you guys have fun over in Saruna's stream. Help her with Witcher for mainly Phil. Phil, help her. But, yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. See you on Thursday. Same time, same place. Bye-bye! And the song ended.